Hey, abundant parents, it's Leah. In this video, I will be sharing with you all the ways that your ego and control are really getting in the way of your parenting. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos, and I do post a video at least once a week, sometimes more. The need to control circumstances and other people, this all stems from our ego. Sure, there may be an element of things that we've learned along the way from other people, but when we feel the need to take over, to really try to control the circumstances occurring, that's all coming from this very ego part of our mind. Now, control is a perception that we place on our reality, but once we release this ego, we find that we have a desire to control far less. In an awakened state of mind, we see all of our experiences, whether we perceive them as good or bad, as an opportunity to provide lessons, to really expand us. And so instead of trying to control the things that come into our life, we welcome them because we know we are going to be provided with really valuable lessons. In parenting, we must release our control. We must release our ego. We do this fairly easily when our children are very young, and when they're communicating to us, it's out of this survival instinct, out of these needs that they have. But as our children mature and start to have a more independent spirit, that's when our ego, our need to control, can really kind of flare up. If we respect that our children are born with their own ideas, with their own purpose, and we really teach them to use and hone their inner guidance system, then we'll find there really is no place for your ego in parenting. Not that there ever really should have been. Really encourage your children to explore the things that really interest them, the things that they love. Because how well they do in school, how many instruments they play, how many sports teams they play on, none of this really matters if they're not of interest to your children, especially if it's something that you've really wanted them to do so that it can really make it look really great on a college resume, maybe because it's something that you wanted to do as a child and you never had the opportunity. Remember to really pay attention to what your children's unique talents and interests are and allow them to explore those instead of the opportunities that you never felt you had the opportunity to explore. When you teach your children to really follow their bliss, explore their interests, allow them to have their own failures because you know that they're learning from them, their failures no longer become their own because you know that these are all things that are helping them become who they will be, to help guide them on their path, to steer them to or from the things that will allow them to fulfill their greatest purpose. Equally as important as releasing that control that you attempt to have over your children and their life and their decisions is the control that you attempt to have over your own life and the circumstances in it, the things that might be upsetting to you and that you try to control and really pull you out of alignment. Have you ever felt that ease in your mind when you've decided to just stop swimming upstream and really allow the events in your life to just unfold and flow and releasing that control? Initially, you may have been thinking, this is so hard. I don't understand this. Why is this happening to me? But at some point, you realize you just have to let go and you allow this ebb and flow of life to allow you to flow onto your journey. You surrender to all of the lessons and experiences that are coming to you. And here's the best part. You expand. You align. You become aware of all of these little nudges that have been guiding you to intuitive alignment. You awaken to this beautiful expansion that all of these lessons have given you. And you are wide awake. Releasing control is the key to elevating the joy that you get out of life. And control really is just a perception, and a false one I might add, but a perception that we have of our life anyway. When you voluntarily release that control that you think you have over your life, you realize that you never really had control anyway. It just happened that you liked some of the things that were happening in your life, and so you were allowing them to flow, and you disliked other things that were happening in your life, and so you were trying to grab on and control them. And so the law of attraction requires that you accept that there is no bad in this life, that there is only good. The universe only delivers to you good. And it is only in your perception that you decide that things are good or bad. So I invite you to appreciate and release control of the things that may seem more resistant, the things that may be negative in your life, because they really are beautiful gifts, allowing you to expand. And it truly does make the things that we enjoy more in life all the more abundant. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more information, I invite you to go to theabundantparent.com. I host a workshop each month featuring an expert in their field to bring parenting tools that really help you explore your dynamic with your children and be the best parent that you can be. To find that workshop, again, go to theabundantparent.com and then hit the membership link. Thank you so much for spending your valuable parenting time with me. Wishing you a day full of light, love, and abundance.